Throughout his journey in pursuit of his dream to become the Pirate King, Luffy has faced and defeated various enemies, and in this video, we'll talk about what happened to Luffy's enemies after they came into conflict with the protagonist. Alvida. She was easily defeated by Luffy and then returned with a totally different appearance after eating Sube Sube no Mi. Today, Alvida is part of Buggy's crew and can even be considered a Yonko commander. Morgan. He was defeated without much effort by Luffy and Zoro when the green-haired swordsman decided to join the Straw Hat gang. After his defeat, he was escorted by Garp's ship but ended up escaping using Helmet Pool as a hostage, and what happened to him after that is a mystery. Buggy. After being defeated by Luffy in the East Blue, Buggy always pursued the Straw Hat crew seeking revenge, but ended up helping Luffy on several occasions, and shortly after the War of Marineford came to an end, Buggy became a Shichibukai, and after the Marines abolished the system, Buggy became a Yonko, with Mihawk and Crocodile as his commanders. Kuro. After being defeated, Kuro was thrown by Luffy towards the Black Cat pirates who took their captain to the Bison Black and escaped. Sometime after his defeat and escape from Syrup Village, Kuro returned to action as the captain of the Black Cat pirates, and currently his whereabouts are unknown. Don Krieg. After being defeated by Luffy in the Barati, Don Krieg was saved by Gin, who promised they would return in the future. However, since then, they have never been seen again. Arlong. It is quite likely that after being defeated by Luffy, Arlong was arrested and taken to Impel Down again, but we have no confirmation of this. When Luffy invaded Impel Down, many fans were expecting Arlong to appear, but that did not happen. Wapol. After being defeated by Luffy in the Drum Island arc, Wapol opened his own metal factory and regained prominence, even managing to establish his own kingdom and receive an invitation to take part in the Reverie, where he witnessed Nefertari Cobra being murdered by Emu and the Five Elders, and then took refuge with the Morgans in their news balloon, together with Vivi. Galdino. After being defeated by the protagonist in Little Garden, Galdino was imprisoned in Impel Down, but escaped with the help of Buggy and Luffy, becoming a crucial ally of Luffy in the war in Marineford. After the war, he joined Buggy and Alvida's alliance, which evolved into an underworld organization called Buggy's Delivery, which in turn was integrated into the Cross Guild, an even larger organization. Crocodile. After losing to Luffy in the Alabasta arc, Crocodile was imprisoned in Impel Down, but ended up escaping from prison with Luffy's group and fought alongside him in the Marineford War. After the war, together with his subordinate Daz Bonez, Crocodile went to the New World and came up with the idea of founding the Cross Guild, but he ended up being considered Buggy's subordinate because the clown's employees created and spread a Cross Guild pamphlet all over the world that had Buggy as the organization's main member. Crocodile wasn't happy about this, but was convinced by Mihawk that this was a good thing, as it would avoid any unwanted attention for them. Bellamy. After being defeated by Luffy for the first time, Bellamy continued working for Doflamingo until he was almost killed by him in Dressrosa and was forced to fight Luffy again. After being defeated by the protagonist for the second time, Bellamy left the world of piracy to work as a craftsman. Enel. His main goal was to reach the moon, and after being defeated by Luffy in Skypia, Enel managed to achieve his objective. On the moon, he encountered various robots that started following him after receiving a massive electrical charge. Enel also defeated numerous space pirates and discovered a whole new technological world inside of the moon, which seemed to have been made just for him. Currently, Enel's plans are unknown, but he will likely reappear in the story at some point in the future. Foxy. In the Long Ring Long Land arc, after losing to Luffy in the final stage of the Davy Back Fight tournament, Foxy departed with his crew, promising to meet Luffy for a rematch, and although he appeared again several times in the anime, canonically, Foxy and the Straw Hats never crossed paths again, and currently, Foxy's whereabouts are unknown. Blueno. In Water 7, Luffy, using second gear, defeated Blueno, who was a member of CP9 at the time. After the events in Water 7, CP9 members became fugitives from the Marine. However, later on, several CP9 members managed to join CP0, and in the movie One Piece, Red, it is mentioned that Blueno is part of the CP0. Rob Lucci. After his defeat by Monkey D. Luffy in Enies Lobby, Lucci was dismissed from CP9 by Spondum, who blamed him and the other members of the group for the destruction caused by the Straw Hats in Enies Lobby. However, in the following 2 years, Rob Lucci managed to join CP0, becoming Spondum's superior. In Egghead, Rob Lucci suffered a humiliating defeat to Luffy in Gear 5 mode and formed a temporary alliance with the protagonist to give both of them a chance to escape the island and evade the Marines. Gecko Moria. After his defeat by Luffy in Thriller Bark, Moria continued to be a Shichibukai and fought in the Marineford War as an ally of the Marines. However, after the war's end, he lost the title of Shichibukai and was supposed to be eliminated by Don Quixote do Flamingo, but managed to escape to the New World, and 2 years after the war, he attacked the Blackbeard pirates at Hachinosu and ended up being captured by them. Currently, his status and whereabouts are unknown. It's unclear whether he was forced to join the Blackbeard crew, if he was killed, or if he remained imprisoned imprisoned and escaped when Kobe freed several prisoners after Garp and other members of the Sword attacked Hachinosu. Magellan. Luffy faced Magellan in the Impel Down arc, but he was so strong that the protagonist couldn't defeat him. In the end of the arc, Magellan had to confront the Blackbeard pirates again, but this time they were all prepared with antidotes for his poison, and Magellan was defeated and severely injured. Due to his failure in preventing the mass escape from Impel Down, he was demoted from director to vice director of the prison. Hody Jones. After being defeated by Luffy in the Fishman Island arc, Hody Jones was arrested by the royal guards of the Ryugu Kingdom, and he'll probably be stuck there forever. But the worst thing is that Hody Jones, like all his mates, has become old and decrepit because of the steroids he used to increase his strength. Caesar. After being defeated by Luffy in Punk Hazard, Caesar was held hostage by Luffy and Law until he fell into the hands of Big Mama on Whole Cake Island, where Caesar was forced to continue his development of gigantification drugs until he was freed by the Fire Tank Pirates and forced to take part in an assassination attempt on Big Mama. After the assassination attempt failed, Caesar escaped from Whole Cake Island with Vinsmoke family and went with them to the Germa Kingdom, where he could co-found the Neo-Mads with Vinsmoke Judge. Doflamingo. After being defeated by Luffy, Doflamingo became unconscious and was found by the Marines who arrested him, chaining his body with sea stone. Later, he was locked in a cell aboard a Navy ship, and subsequently, Doflamingo was taken to Impel Down and incarcerated in Level 6. Charlotte Cracker. In Whole Cake Island, after being defeated by Luffy and flying away for miles, Cracker was absent from the remainder of the arc, and in recent events of the Cracker manga, having recovered from his defeat by Luffy, fought against Aokiji to try to protect Pudding. However, he was defeated after being completely frozen, and may even die if not thawed. Big Mama. In Whole Cake Island, after defeating Cracker, Luffy confronted Big Mama, but at that time, the protagonist was much weaker than her and had to flee. Big Mama went to Wano in pursuit of the Straw Hat Pirates and ended up being defeated by Law and Kid after being thrown into the underground magma of Wano country. Currently, her status and whereabouts are unknown, but according to Pudding, Big Mama is dead. Katakuri. It's not known for sure what happened to Katakuri after he was defeated by Luffy. What is certain is that he's still alive and has stayed on Whole Cake Island to protect it while Big Mama is away. And if Big Mama really did die in Wano, Katakuri will probably be the one to take control of the crew. Kaido. At the end of the Wano arc, after being defeated by Kaido numerous times, Luffy awakens his fruit and defeats the villain using 5th gear, landing a blow so powerful that it sends Kaido through the entire underground of Wano country until he reaches the same magna pocket where Big Mama was. Currently, Kaido's status and whereabouts are unknown. There is no information on whether or not he survives after being defeated by Luffy. And if you liked this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content posted here, and see you soon.